So I decided to come and look at my garden after work, and I realized that green stalk, I need to plant more in there, because the only thing that's in there really is the blueberry bush that's thriving and that's alive. And over there we have a few strawberries, I think beets or some flower roots that might be in there, some kale that's been eaten down, and some parsley. And then in this one, we have some mint. I put in there a beet and a few strawberries, but pretty empty. And over here, this is probably one of my more full ones. It has quite a few strawberries in here. It has calla lilies, lemon balm, and there's mint in there and flowers. It's a lot of flowers in here. This is probably the one with the most flowers, because I transplanted most of the flowers in here. So a lot of flowers in here. Strawberries, lemon balm. Yeah, that's pretty much what's in there. Then in here, it's pretty much a few strawberries and mint. Or mint's pretty much taken over that, and the rest is empty with dead strawberries. And then this one over here, it has mint, strawberries, and a few other things that are growing, but a lot of the stuff that was in here that was small, I transplanted out somewhere else. And over here, we have a few strawberries in here at the top, and a few flowers. And we tried to grow some stuff in there, but it's not growing because the snails are eating it. And over here, this is where I start stuff mainly, but we have tomatoes at the top that are growing right there. And I tried to grow that mint, but that mint doesn't transplant well, it seems. And then right here we have some beets, and then maybe some cilantro and some, I'm not sure what that is. But we have a few things. And then like there's the strawberries I just planted. And then we have stevia in here too. Yeah, stevia, but something ate it. And I hope it doesn't eat all of it, because that plant cost me $7.99, and turns out it was only one seed. So I know we have calla lilies in here. We have 2 tomatoes and whatever that is. And then these might be daffodils or lilies. I'm thinking lilies, possibly, because, or it could be something else. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I planted a lot of them. So it could be daffodils, lilies, or freesia, but I don't think it's freesia, so I'm thinking daffodils or lilies. Oh, and then we transplanted some aloe vera in here. I had baby aloe vera. And then here we planted stuff multiple times, and some stuff grew. Then the snails ate everything, because we had some pretty big flowers in here, and the snails ate them. And then right here we have apple, mint, and then over here we have the big kale, the baby kale next to it. And then we put in some apple mint, and we have some aloe vera, and the same flowers over here, and then a different flower right down there. I'm not sure what it is. And we have some parsley, and there were beets in here, but the beets look dead. And then there, we haven't cleaned that out and planted in there, but we're going to clean that out probably this weekend and plant. And then over here, this is the olive tree. Got it from Trader Joe's. And then I see some stuff popping up over here. I'm not sure what this is, but I think that's a pea and something right there. And then there's something over there. Yeah, right there. So, oh, and the stuff that was growing inside, I dumped in here. And I dumped in here to grow. Oh, and then we still have this pot over here. We're going to plant something in there. Probably going to plant a tomato in there. And we have tomatoes here, and I might plant a tomato in here, and then I planted a tomato in here, and I might plant more tomatoes in here. And I'm probably going to plant a tomato in here. And my aloe vera, I think I might put my big aloe vera at the front door somewhere. And, well, not, well, like this door, maybe in there is a tomato. And then there's a snail over there. Yeah, because I'm thinking tomato here, tomato here, and we have tomatoes here. And then maybe over there with aloe vera. And then maybe they might come in here. I don't know. And then I'm going to try and get green stalks. And the green stalks, we're going to plant all the flower bulbs out, hopefully. We're going to fill that green stalk up more with soil, fill that one up more with soil, and that one. And we're just going to leave that one and fill this one up more with soil, this one and this one, and then put a little more in there, but that one's pretty full because I have all this soil right here, and then I have that soil, but I'm soaking that soil in water because it was so dry. Then we have a bucket of soil right there. And then this is where I mix some Epsom salt, fertilizers, there might even be some snail stuff in there, but a bunch of different stuff I put in my soil. We're going to mix all that up together, and then we're going to work on throwing this stuff out at some point, and then stacking these buckets and organizing a bit better. We're in the process. And then pushing these green stalks closer together. I might push these a little closer together. Yeah. And I think we're going to push one of these pots over there and pull that green stalk out. Or maybe, actually I don't know, because I don't know if I can fit that pot over there because I have a bunch of empty green stalks over there. But these buckets are all going to be stuffed inside of each other. And then what's left, we're going to stuff that inside of each other, and there should be no soil after I go around filling up all these green stalks and filling these pots up more because they're running kind of low. And then we're going to try and plant out as much as we can. I want to try and grow lettuce and get the lettuce to grow because I have heat tolerant lettuce, but the snails are eating everything. Yeah, because it'll start to grow over here and then the snails and the lizards eat it. But they're letting the tomatoes grow because it looks like I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes in here, but we've had tomatoes over there before and they ate the tomatoes, and we have tomatoes over here and they ate the tomatoes. But these tomatoes have made it. That one's my biggest tomato. We have that tomato. Then that one doesn't look as full as these. These look a lot healthier. But those, they look good, and it would be great to have them staggered to start with. Yeah, because I'm eating a lot of salads, but I would love to grow some lettuce and not buy lettuce because I don't need to buy parsley, and it would be great to grow basil too. So if you like, watch and subscribe. This is my video about my garden and going over it and the plan, because for the longest time I was talking about my plan to clean up my garden and do this, and I finally got around to doing it and completing it. Well, actually I'm not complete because I still plan on doing more. Yeah, so we're going to clean up more because I still need to throw this out and throw some of those buckets away right there. Organize those buckets better and move that stuff around. So if you like, watch and subscribe, and I'll see you later because I still have tons of flowers to plant. Bye.